Hello YouTube and welcome to this new video on Zenless Zone Zero. On today's program we are going through Deadly Assault of version 2.1. Yes, we are still in version 2.1, I feel like I've said that too many times at this point, but the good news is, at the time of recording this, we are only a few days away from version 2.2. Anyway, I am still very late with some of my videos, so let's get right into it. I'll use the same format as I did in the previous video, which was on Withering Waves, and that is to go through the team building against one boss, then proceed with the gameplay of said boss before moving on to the next. For the first boss, we have the notorious Dead End Butcher. He is a classic, after all, if I recall correctly, he was the first boss we had in the story of the game, but that doesn't matter. What matters is how to deal with him in this Deadly Assault. Instead of just reading the enemy detail section like I usually do, let me give you a quick summary. You'll deal more damage to him with attribute anomaly damage. The boss is usually in an enhanced state where he'll take a bit less damage and a bit less daze, but you can break him out of his enhanced state by triggering Disorder, which will give you 200 performance points up to a maximum of 5000. So what does this mean? Use an anomaly team. That's it. I suppose you could try other team archetypes, though I can't guarantee the results of such attempts. Anomaly will be preferred, and given the boss's weaknesses to Ice and Ether, the best team to use will most likely be a Miyabi and Vivian team with a little Yuzuha sprinkled on top. Honestly, I don't think you really have to cater towards the enemy's weaknesses. What is more important in Deadly Assault is to play into the mechanic of the enemy's detail section. That is something that I learned thanks to a viewer on stream, but more on that later when we talk about the third boss. Since I don't have the purple stalker lady, I'll use the scared rabbit instead. Alice and Yuzuha pair well together, and as long as Disorder is triggered, Miyabi will be happy and get her blue balls. Now, among the buffs provided to us, we will use the Power Boost, which is meant for anomaly agents and electric and physical agents. I'm not gonna lie, the day I recorded this gameplay, I felt like shit, so this might not be the ultimate display of skill that you're used to on this channel. Yeah, even I didn't really believe that when I said it, but anyways, I face tanked a bunch of hits against this boss, which proves that there isn't much of a mechanic to deal with the Dead End Butcher. In terms of rotation, this team feels very flexible. You mainly want to monitor your various resources. So if you have all 6 of Miyabi's blue balls, aka Fallen Frost, use her hold basic attack. If you have all 3 of Alice's rice grains, aka Blade Etiquette, use Alice's hold basic attack. If you have enough energy, use Yuzuha's EX special to give her her red balls, aka Sugar Points. Try to always keep a few of Yuzuha's red balls so that she'll continue to trigger her aftershock attacks. The rest of the time, you simply attack with Miyabi or Alice in order to get stacks of their respective balls/rice grains. Keep in mind that Alice's EX special will not only generate a bunch of rice grains, it will also allow you to trigger perfect dodges. Miyabi also has the ability to parry with her basic 5, which means that I really have no excuse for face tanking so many hits.
It's over. Careful, don't get scared. Keep it up. You're gonna pay. Enough talk. Let's go. Restore order. Salute and finish the end. Victory, the only option. My blade is already shooting. Time for a surprise! Stay on offense! It's time to settle this! Direct hit! You're all riddled with flaws. You're gonna pay! Your luck's run out! Go! Come on! It's over. I see your weakness. Strike in an instant. Adjust your breathing. You're gonna pay.
Weakling.
Yeah. Break time. A chance to score. You can't run. Direct hit. flurry of thrusts. Let's dance. No time to deal with you individually. Apologies. Purging slash. You're gonna pay. Huh? My blade is already sheathed. Behold, the most symmetrical swordplay. Shadowless blade. Weakling. Focus on the target. Come on! Don't be nervous! I see your weakness. You're gonna pay! Keep it up! Strike in an instant.
Despite my lack of skills, we got a respectable 23,000 points, which grants us the oh-so-coveted S rank. For the second boss, we have the Miasma Priest. He is also becoming a classic ever since 2.0 launched. This priest seems to be everywhere, and as with previous iterations, Bro gets some anomaly build-up resistance while also taking more crit damage when switching phases. This effect can stack up twice, but it will be cleared when his Miasma shield is broken. Other than that, you want to try and parry 3 consecutive attacks in rapid succession to get those sweet performance points. Here, Anomaly is banished to the Nether Realm in favor of the Rupture archetype, or rather, in favor of Yixuan. I mean, she is the only Rupture agent, and this boss was tailor-made for her. She can easily parry him with her EX special and is all around a great DPS. I suppose you can use any other attack agent as long as you manage to parry the man in the white robe, though if you want to take advantage of the ether weakness, your only option would be Zhu Yuan. As I have the regular Yixuan team composed of Yixuan, Pan Yinhu, and Zhu Fufu, that is what I will be using. As for the buff, I will be using the Sonata, which increases decibel generation rate and basically makes you do more damage when using EX special and ultimate attacks. In terms of rotation, ideally you want to parry the enemy with Yixuan's EX special, but you could also parry by switching Zhu Fufu in, though that is not a must. Speaking of a scary orange cat, Tiger, use her EX special whenever or her ultimate in order to get her stacks of might, which will allow her to trigger her aftershock attack. Then switch Pan Yinhu in to use his EX special in order to get his sheer force buff up, and then that will make you switch to the previous character in the team, which should be Yixuan. As usual with Yixuan, parry with the EX special to generate auric ink points and get a refund of adrenaline. When you have enough auric ink, you can use her special ultimate whenever you want, but try to reserve her regular ultimate, the one you gain with decibels, for the stun window. Speaking of the stun window, of course you can use her special ultimate there as well, but usually I use her regular ultimate and as many hold basic attack as I can, which is usually 2 of them. That's the other thing to know about her. You want to generate some adrenaline before the stun window in order to use that whole basic attack during the stun window, so monitor that while fighting.
Cycle of yin and yang. Release. Chi and mind as one.
Exclusive recipe made just for you! By a thousand cuts! Judgment, annihilation! Embrace refinement!
Let's make this quick.
Judgment falls!
Inadequate. Swift yet still. Out decree.
I'm scary and fierce.
I'll take charge!
Yin and yang. Swift yet still, clear yet murky. Clarity and impurity cycle.
Wait, let's finish this!
What a nuisance. Obliterate form and spirit. Scatter.
Surrender now!
Spirit and form. Your fate is sealed.
Once again, despite my subpar performance, we got 21,000 points, which grants us our second S rank. Now the question is, will I finally get the first triple S rank in Deadly Assault on camera? Well, let's see who the third boss is. For the third and last boss, we have the autonomous assault unit Typhon Destroyer. Not really a classic, is it? At least not for me. I believe this was my first time fighting this thing, and I did not like it, especially because I didn't really know what team to use here. But first, let's talk about the enemy's details. Stun is the word of law here. You want to stun the boss and impair him as many times as you can. For that, you once again want to try and parry the enemy and then wail on him during the stun window. This boss is weak to electric but resistant to fire, so you can use characters such as Soldier Zero, Trigger, Haramasa, or even Qingyi. Pair one stunner with one attacker, add a buffer like Astra, and you should be good to go. My problem was that I only have one electric character built, and that is Yanagi. On top of that, she is not exactly meant for stun teams, and I can't make a proper second anomaly team either, so I was stuck thinking that I would once again be unable to get my third S rank. That was until I was saved by chat. I mentioned my team building issue on stream, and a viewer told me not to worry about the enemy's resistance and just use my Evelyn. I was skeptical at first, but he assured me that Eve was strong enough, and as long as I'd stunned the boss enough times, I'd get good results. Since he had never led me astray before, I decided to trust him and went with an Evelyn team composed of Evelyn, Lighter, and Astra. For the buff, I used Lingering Illness as it gives buff to stun damage, longer stun recovery window, attack on chain attacks. It's basically meant for this boss, but also surprisingly for Eve. Now, Swivy, will I thank you for your suggestion or curse you to have both sides of your pillow warm for wasting my time? Before we get into the rotation for this team, I will mention a piece of advice that my viewer shared with me. The boss has an attack where it will launch some missiles from afar. You obviously want to dodge that, but more importantly, after that the giant robot will attack you again, and this time it is important that you parry it, as it will cause it to take a lot of days, give a performance points, and can even impair the boss, which was part of the enemy details. You want him to be impaired. Parry any and all parryable attacks, then use everything you've got during the stun window. Speaking of everything you've got, you want to build resources on your Eve before the stun window, and luckily the boss is very aggressive and has a bunch of dodgeable attacks. Why would I consider this to be lucky? Well, if you time Eve's EX special properly to dodge those attacks, it will generate more burning embers, which you can then transform into burning tether points. The gist of it is, fill her red bar and the 3 bars next to it as much as possible before the stun window. That way you can use multiple chain attacks during the stun window and deal a great amount of damage.
We're just getting started.
Feel the power of art!
Full lockdown completed.
Gotcha now.
This song is dedicated to the world!
Full lockdown completed. Your journey ends with me.
This one's a real crowd pleaser.
Heads up. I'll cover you. Out of the way.
I'm unstoppable!
Witness the magic of music.
You have no means of escape.
There it is. Let me at him.
On the moment!
Countering. Heads up. The best defense is a strong offense. Neutralizing the threat.
And thanks are in order, so thank you Swivy for granting me the possibility of getting this first triple S rank in Deadly Assault. Well, it's the first one that I recorded, and well, I actually already thanked him during a stream after recording this, but still, we now have our triple S rank, which arguably does not really matter, as you only need 6 stars to get all the polychromes, but it's a matter of pride, so I am quite happy with this result. Anyway, on to the build section of the video, and for that, I shall hide myself. And that was my clear of Zenless Zone Zero's Deadly Assault of patch 2.1 for the last time, I believe. If you found this video enjoyable or helpful in any way, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps keep the happy in Happy LTV. You can also leave a comment on how I could improve my runs, or share how you cleared your Deadly Assault. If you want more story-related content, I livestream on both Twitch and YouTube every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6 PM Central European Summer Time, and every Saturday at 4 PM Central European Summer Time. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next livestream.